Alright, let's get to it. Blake Cousins here, going over submitted videos just into Third Phase of Moon, May 8, 2016. Let's get to our first submission. From author Bushy, let's take a look at this. This was captured mid-afternoon, January 7th. What is that orb in front of this weird chemtrail? Let's slow things down. Alright, it's quite strange, whatever it is. Let's take a closer look. Everybody from around the world, thanks for sharing your incredible videos to us. Blake Cousins, Third Phase of Moon, we're standing by. Everybody keep your eyes on the skies. We're not. Third Phase of Moon, Blake Cousins here, going over to Mars. Let's get over there right now and take a look at this Google Maps Mars image coming in. The coordinates are going to be posted. Take a look, and can anybody explain this to me? My opinion, straight off, is that this could be some kind of evidence of a massive deposit of water. There are no enhancements being added to this photograph from Mars. These images have been making the round on the internet, and scientists are still baffled. What are we about to see next? Pull it up. Okay, here we go. The landscape of Mars. We're pulling it in, and wait till you see this. Alright, some people are claiming that this is some kind of humanoid. I'm going to add some brightness contrast. There's going to be no enhancements, no color additive. Let's bring out the true color on Mars, and we almost see some kind of human pigmentation at this point. Do you see the figure? Alright everybody, it's been quite amazing sharing this evidence coming into Third Phase of Moon. Everybody, analyze it, share this with your friends, get the word out that we're not alone. Blake Cousins. The UFO hunters from around the world are uniting. We're going over incredible footage just submitted into Third Phase of Moon. Blake Cousins here. Let's go to the ISS. Shot May 4, 2016. Discovered by Paul Wilson. Take a look at this. The ISS is capturing all kinds of incredible imagery. When we speed things up, you can see the craft, whatever it is, interdimensional, strange lights. Pay a close visit to the ISS. Whatever was captured, we got to thank Paul Wilson for sharing. Thanks everybody that submit their footage. Now let's move along to the next submission. Casey Acuna from Texas Rio Grande, May 5th, today, 2015, captures this anomaly in the sky. Take a look at this. At first I thought this could be some kind of drone, but when we zoom things up, we don't see any kind of craft whatsoever. The glint itself is quite bright. No craft is visible. Could this be some kind of interdimensional spectrum, a UFO of light? Also, notice the long funnel cloud or weird chemtrail. There's a lot of anomalies that show up against weird weather phenomenon. Could this be the elusive ball lightning caught on video? Whatever it is a UFO, unidentified. We got to thank Casey Acuna from Texas Rio Grande for sharing. This is breaking news just in Third Phase of Moon. Share it now. The world is waking up. We're not alone. And if you've captured anything amazing in regards to the UFO phenomenon, contact us right here at Third Phase of Moon. Blake Cousins here, Third Phase of Moon, going over footage just in from private investigator Joe Rodriguez. He's back. You've seen a lot of his footage over the years, and he is consistent and capturing these UFOs over Los Angeles and wherever he is. He has his camera ready, and this time he was flying over Area 51. Was this the actual Area 51 base that you recorded? We're looking at the video right now. Right away, it caught my eye. These strange lights popping up all over the place. Go ahead, Joe. Welcome to the show.
Well, hi, welcome. Nice to see you again. It's been a while, huh?
Absolutely. It's been, about 4 or 5 months since you submitted your last video. And let me tell you, you're doing good work. Doing good work, Joe. But, man, I like the way you captured this because you kept on rolling. You wanted to show that it wasn't no reflection off the window of looking out. What?
Flashlight inside the cockpit, or it's inside the airplane. No flashlights, nothing like that.
Absolutely, there's no camera tricks. What you're capturing is there on the ground. Some people are going to say, and I think it is, they're solar panels that are harvesting, the sunlight for energy. But what's strange is these anomalous lights that pop up. What's going on with that?
How in the hell am I supposed to know? I have no idea. I was watching this stuff and I'm like, what is that?
Well, did you get anybody else on the airplane to go, hey, look, take a look at what's going on over here. You might want to check it out.
Normally I would do that, but when I was looking at it, I was a little bit embarrassed because it could have just been anything. And it didn't hit me until after the video. I looked at it closely. I'm like, wow, they were coming on and off. And I just didn't cross my mind. Plus, I was more concerned about making sure that people didn't think that there was some magic or, illusions going on. So I'm an illusionist, right? jrodillusionist.com. So I was making sure that nobody would think that there was illusions going on. So I wanted to pan different directions and move the camera up and down. Those lights were there.
Absolutely. We're rolling with a video right now that you submitted. And right away, if these are solar panels, obviously we could count for some of the refraction of light, but where there are no solar panels in the middle of the two, there's no panels whatsoever, and then you see these popping lights coming in and out of nowhere, and whatever it is. Some people are saying that these are UFOs harnessing the energy right there on site. Maybe this is what you captured. We're letting the people decide. Go ahead, Joe.
Wrong. Anything is possible. I was watching that, and it did cross my mind. It could have been solar panels in the middle of nowhere. I said Area 51. What do I know about Area 51? I'm a PI, but I don't have no idea where Area 51. Sometimes I can't even find my own home. But when that light popped up and then went off again and then it popped up again, that was kind of weird because unless someone was playing with the switch at the harness office or something, I don't know.
Well, you know what? What's quite interesting to me is that you've been capturing these anomalies for years now, and you always have an eye for something strange and bizarre. And is this because of when it all started, when you showed up to a Robert Bingham event, or did you always have your eyes on the skies?
Well, I've always, this thing about UFOs, I've always been negative about it, as you know. I hated it. So I went there so I could prove that those people were all crazy about the UFOs, right? Just basically a bunch of idiots. But when I got there, I saw some stuff that I videotaped. I'm sure you have it on record. So I'm not saying as I've always said, I don't think that they're from another planet. I've always said that they're demons here to confuse the minds of the people. I read the Bible and it talks about demons, and it talks about the father of all lies, and about confusing people, being confused whether there's gods all over the world or just one God. So when I went to that gathering and I saw those things, I'd never seen that before. So I saw some stuff that I'd never seen before. I never really paid attention. So that's what's going on with most people. They're not paying attention, so they're not seeing things because they're not paying attention. But don't become misled when you do see the stuff. That's my opinion.
Sure. Everybody's got their opinion, and that's why we put it out here on Third Phase Moon. We love the public. I think we are the source for public disclosure as it comes in real time. I think he just posted this within a minute on our Facebook, and now we're talking a half hour later, sharing this to the world. And whatever you may say, if this is a simple reflection, again, do your homework. We're zooming in. I don't see any source of any kind of reflection in the area where these anomalies are popping up. And let me tell you, they're quite bright. And I got a feeling this could be reverse engineered alien tech involvement around whatever this solar array panel project, whatever it is. It's massive and it's big. So you're thinking that aliens altogether don't exist. Whatever's happening here is a phenomenon, some kind of demon. What is that your true belief?
It is my true belief to confuse the masses. The Bible talks about in the last days there's going to be some signs in the skies, and people are confused as it is. So it's just additional confusion is what I think. Added confusion. If you can confuse the masses into thinking that there's gods out there, it changes what the Bible says, and that's the whole point, to change what the Bible says. So that's what I'm saying. If you're smart, don't be misled. It's my opinion on that, not to be misled.
Well, let's keep that a point right now. Is let's not be misled, but let's keep an open mind in regards to what we're looking at right now and what the public's submitting, because to tell you the truth, people, we don't know what's going on. We're trying to find out disclosure. And I know Joe Rodriguez is submitting evidence that we can't explain. So that's why we're putting it out right here at Third Phase of Moon. Yep, go ahead, Joe.
I was doing a comedy show in Denver, and I was flying to LA to do another comedy show. So the route is from the airport of Denver to Los Angeles, and I'd say about an hour and 15 minutes into the flight. So there's got to be people flying as passengers between Denver and Los Angeles. So they might see the same thing too. There might be an explanation.
There could be, and that's why we're putting it out there. We're trying to find answers, and Joe, you keep up the good work. I know you have your camera going wherever you go. We're gonna give the original link to your Facebook. Check out all his shows. He's an illusionist and a comedy stand-up comic at the same time.
Try to be. I've been gaining so much weight now too. I went to the store to Target. I can't find any more pants fitting me anymore. And the girl says, "Why don't you just go to the tall and stupid store?" So I went there, and I'm the skinniest one there. So I'm in between right now.
All right, Joe. Well, we're on our way to LA, and I know you got some incredible. We're going to be up there in July, so in California, and we're going to visit with Joe, and he's going to show us some incredible illusions that make David Blaine look silly. Could you give me a quick trick right now, live? You got a coin? Yeah, there. Wow, he's ready.
That's messed up. Okay, we got a coin right here. Just drop the coin right here, just like this in my hand. Watch. That's it.
Wow, Joe, that's fun stuff. We look forward to meeting you, and I'm sure you're going to be capturing more anomalies as we go on. Keep your eyes on the skies and keep up the good work, Joe. Appreciate it. Any last words to the Third Phase Moon audience?
That's it. Just keep your eyes up there. Videotape stuff, whether it's from God or not. Just videotape some stuff and send it in here.
Thank you, Joe, and everybody. Appreciate you joining us right here at Third Phase Moon for updates from around the world. The Public Speaks, Blake Cousins. Keep your eyes on the skies. We'll see you.
I wondered if you saw that New York Times story yesterday about Mrs. Clinton promising to get to the bottom of the UFO and Area 51 conspiracy.
Wow. Will President Obama beat her to the punch and release those records? John Earnest, press secretary of the White House, takes questions from a report. Take a look.
And I wondered if the president would like to beat her to the punch by, showing his degree of transparency on this issue, which is of concern to a lot of Americans.
All right, here we go again. When people ask the government about UFOs, everybody laughs. This isn't a laughing matter. Is the president going to release the information at Area 51? I highly doubt it. Let's listen.
I have to admit I don't have a tab in my briefing book for Area 51 today.
Or a joke.
Or a joke. Maybe it has. Part of a grand conspiracy.
They're laughing about it, but there is a grand conspiracy. There is a massive UFO cover-up. There are people being abducted. The truth needs to get out. Listen.
I'm not aware of any plans the president has to make public any information about this, but
Does he feel he's gotten to the bottom of it?
Actually, the only president that has gotten down to what's going on at Area 51 was President Eisenhower. He sent a CIA op. He got some information. He wasn't very happy. He was about to raid Area 51 with the U.S. Army. Is this what's going to happen next? Listen.
Well, I know that he has joked publicly before about one of the benefits of the presidency is having access to that information. I don't know whether or not he has availed himself of that opportunity, but if we have more on this, we'll let you know.
This is no joke, people. If you were the president and you had access information to Area 51, wouldn't you be the first to find out what's going on? Give me a break.
At night, under cover of darkness.
Potentially.
Under the cover of darkness? Well, I guess if President Obama has to do that in secret and not release it to the people, then we're wasting people's time here. We need to get the information out. Area 51, we know there's top secret military craft going on over there, but there is also free energy. There's free energy for us. We got Brent Cousins here, and we're going to be going over what we've just heard. This is was just stated today, and we're breaking the news down. We're breaking it down, and what are the implications with this press release? I got to give a hats off to the reporter that asked us some big questions, even though he was pretty much laughed off the stage there, which is quite ridiculous. Brent, your statements, your thoughts.
It kind of disturbs me. The truth isn't getting out the way it should.
Yeah, and it appears to me that the major media doesn't want anything to do with it. You notice during the press release, everybody around the reporter is laughing at him. Like this is some kind of joke. I guarantee you, the major media is on this as well. The conspiracy is happening. There is a major conspiracy, as the press secretary just said. And kidding all aside, let me tell you, I don't think this is a joke. And I think we might be getting a little closer disclosure, even if they're doing it in a humorous way. This should be taken seriously because people have been injured on Area 51, workers there. And there are experiments. We've heard many of people that have been in Area 51 on Third Phase Moon. They've described what's going on there, and we need to know. We need to know what's going on. Share this. Get the word out. We're not alone. Stay tuned for more videos just coming into Third Phase Moon in regards to the UFO phenomenon. Brandon, thank you. Third Phase Moon, Blake Cousins here reporting, and it's getting kind of crazy right now over Florida. Brent just submitted a video of what looks to be a humanoid, and immediately once we posted this, we received this video. Take a look at this. We're breaking it down. We're looking at the video right now, submitted from Florida. And we can't explain what it is. It almost looks like the Millennium Falcon. Just after Brent's report of Justin Bauer's footage, immediately we get more footage coming in from Florida. I think there's a lot of activity going on right now. Everybody have your cameras ready. We're going to zoom in. Let's get a closer look at what's going on. And everybody, analyze, share this, share it with your friends. We're sharing it now with the world. Blake Cousins, we'll see you again next time. Third Phase Moon, Blake Cousins, welcome back everybody. We're going to be going over images captured by Tyrone Osborne, and there's quite a bit of evidence coming from Soho imagery. It's out there to the public, and he states this. He says, "Hi boys, my name is Tyrone, and I'm in my early 50s. I'm from the UK, and I was digging around with my SolarMax app, and I found this. As a skeptic, this made me think." He states there are too many straight lines and a plasma trail. He's baffled about what he discovered. We're sharing it to you right now. Let's break it down. There's a lot of Soho imagery evidence coming in from NASA, and it is quite amazing. Sometimes they want to cover it up. sometimes it gets out there to the public. We're going to be going over images right now that have been making the rounds right now. Let's get to it. All right, we got Brent here. First off, quite incredible imagery we're looking at right now. Unexplainable. What's going on? Brent, any ideas?
Blake, this reminds me of the post we just did last week of that strange starcraft, whatever it was, shooting through the sun. Could this be a possible image from Soho? And this has given us a good example of what's up there close to the sun. Could these be alien starships? It seems, Blake, that these craft are harnessing energy from our sun in our solar system every day, right here, right now. What we're looking at is something amazing. It's tremendous evidence, Blake.
I like that you brought up that video that was submitted recently this week, and it was quite incredible. And I wanted to focus more in on that because it is something to behold when you witness possible starcraft. What are the size of these starcraft? If we compare it to planet Earth, it would have to be, this one in general, submitted by Tyrone, have to be at least 3 Earth size in length there. And it is zooming by the sun quite fast if you look at the plasma trail there. And then you look at the video. And you look at them side by side. There is a similarity. There is some kind of similarity going on here.
Blake, I think anything's possible right now. What we're looking at is a Soho image, and I think Soho really can't hide what they're putting out. The images come in so fast, they don't really have time to edit or vent out their material, and they just slip through the cracks. And I think this is another one by Soho dropping the ball. And maybe dropping a ball in soft disclosure. And this is maybe soft disclosure of what we're looking at right here. Blake, I think the evidence is stunning. We're looking at this plasma trail. This has geometric shape. It's amazing. It does look like a starcraft in my opinion. And those matching back and forth with this other video with that from Earth's perspective, it really gives a good look at what we're looking at here.
The evidence that comes in via Soho is amazing, and sometimes they do want to blur these images, and that's why there are some low quality images that come out of these things. But you still have to look at the overall picture, the overall image. It is quite compelling. It's telling a story, in my judgment, that there's something going on that we can't explain. We can't explain this. That's why you're seeing it right now at Third Phase Moon. Keep your eyes on the skies on Soho, especially because there's so much evidence. I want to visit it more. We've had some features in the past years. We're going to share links to that right now. And Brett, any last words here?
You know, Blake, it just makes a lot of sense. If you're extraterrestrial star traveler going from galaxy or from star system to star system, you need basically a gas station to refuel. And I think stars are the best fuel depots out there for any star-bearing being. So this is incredible. I think it's relevant. I think it makes sense. And it takes the power of a sun to move something as fast as you need to go to where they need to cook. They need to get moving. And what's happening is these starcraft are harnessing the right energy.
You're right, Brent. What other kind of energy source would you go after if you needed to jump to solar system to solar system? The sun's right there. And there are billions, if not trillions of suns ready to harness. And it's free energy. So why not take it, in my opinion? I think we're looking at something massive. Harnessing energy off the sun. If you want to lay your opinion on what you think it is, we are more than happy to hear it. Lay your comments below.
Phase of Moon.
Blake Cousins here, Third Phase Moon, going over 2 submissions right here via Google Maps. Let's get to it right now. We're going to revisit Area 51 because what was noticed in the last video when we posted some strange platform that resembled the Millennium Falcon, we noticed this. 2011, there is a strange dark cloud that looms near the secret base. What is going on here? I don't think it's a brush fire of any kind. If there were a brush fire going on right now, you would see some kind of operations trying to stop the fire. There are no fire trucks trying to put out the blaze. I got a feeling this is something that happened very fast, very explosive. What went down at Area 51. We're going to get a closer look at this strange dark cloud. We're going to pull back. Let's take a look if there's anything like it in the general area, and there is nothing that resembles this strange anomalous cloud. Dark cloud, in my opinion, an explosion. Maybe something crashed at Area 51, an unknown craft. We're not exactly sure. We got Brent right here. We're looking over it. We're looking at it right now, and I want to get his opinion. Brent?
Blake, this is big news. What we're looking at is definitely no cloud. It's too low. We're in the desert. This is looking like a big smoke trail. A possible experimental craft went down here and exploded on impact, and we're looking at the devastation right here. Let's get a little closer. Let's wrap around this thing.
I don't think this is some kind of cloud that just wanted to visit Groom Lake. This is an explosion of some sort. No simple brush fire going off. This is evidence right now that's at the top of our list right now that we wanted to get out today, the 19th, 2016. Let's get to the next submission that I think is quite incredible. Let's go to the Antarctic. All right, here we go. Let's go to Antarctica. This was submitted from Orv, and Orv had a good eye, and we're watching it right now. What are we going to be watching? He says it's the Antarctic Pyramid. The Antarctica Pyramid. Okay, I'm seeing what he's seen. Okay, what is underneath the snow? That has just been revealed. The snow is melting and things are about to be revealed in Antarctica. And could this be a massive pyramid? Let's pull it up next to the Giza pyramid from Egypt. That looks very, very similar indeed. Let's get a closer look at the Google Earth imagery coming in right now. And it is definitely a pyramidal shape from Antarctica right now. Google Maps, we're going to be sharing this. The links will be below. We got Brent over here. What do you think of this? What do you make of this? We're seeing this for the first time as everybody else.
Blake, this is tremendous. Look at what we're looking at here. It's out of sight. And I got to say, global warming, melting glaciers, I'm sure in the next years to come, we're going to be seeing a lot of discoveries. Right here, we're looking at a major one right now, a pyramid in Antarctica. What ancient civilization could have built something like this? We're looking at it, it shows erosion. It seems like this has been here a very, very long time, and it's been hidden underneath the snow for many years, probably I would say tens of thousands of years, if not longer.
I got a feeling it's not easy to get to. And this is undiscovered, chartered land that hasn't been seen for, like Brent said, tens of thousands of years. Before the Ice Age, there was maybe some massive activity here in the Antarctic. What are we looking at? A massive structure? We're going to let the people decide. We're going to put it out there. Quite amazing evidence. Google Maps, Google Earth is a place to share. Disclosure is now.
Blake, I'm looking at the lower bottom of this pyramid, and it looks like we even have another outcropping here. It could be a possible inset of another pyramid, a smaller version of it. That's interesting. It's something to look at, but definitely what we're looking at next to the big brother here, there's something huge, and it's tremendous evidence. It's very cool.
Look at this peak of the shadow here. It is pretty geometric in shape. And the swallow that comes off the corner of the pyramid here as the winds blow the snow through. Quite interesting features going on here. All right, let's get a really good close look up at this. And we are zooming in, and we're basically stunned. And I think you're stunned as well watching this with me. Thank you for watching right here at Third Phase of Moon, because we're breaking it down. We're breaking it down. We're getting a close look. Look at the peak. Look at the sharp edges. This cannot be natural. This is geometric design. Uncovered, undisclosed to the world right now. Brent.
If there's anything to share right now at Third Phase of Moon, I think this discovery is one of the special ones that we just discovered. This is exciting proof right now, what we're looking at. Blake, I'm just blown away. When I first saw this email, we opened it up, and I'm like, whoa, get back. This is incredible. And this is the information that everybody needs to see.
All right, let's do this. Let's explore the area and see if there's any other formations that resemble anything like a pyramid right there. Let's look around the mountain range here, and nothing comes up that resembles anything like a pyramid. The mountain range is normal until you get to this, and it obviously does stand out. A massive Antarctica pyramid possibly discovered? Could this be a king's tomb? Imagine the unknown treasures if expeditions could explore this massive monument. Just imagine the hidden secrets that could possibly be found here. Could this be evidence of ancient alien technology never before seen until now? I gotta say, whatever is going on right here at this Google imagery is quite exciting, and I'm quite amazed at what I just saw today. I hope you are too, people. We're looking for new videos, new evidence from around the world in regards to the UFO phenomenon and ancient alien evidence. Could you be the next discoverer via Google Maps? The UFO phenomenon is happening right now. Third Phase of Moon is standing by. If you captured anything amazing, have you found an incredible discovery? Submit it to Third Phase of Moon. We'll share it. We'll share it to the world. Blake Cousins, keep your eyes on the skies, everybody. Thanks, Brent.
Third phase of moon.
Third Phase of Moon. Blake Cousins here. Welcome back, everybody, from around the world. Quite exciting. Lots of evidence coming in via our Facebook. I mean, lots. Now we're going to get to some of my favorites. We have 5 submissions for you that's going to blow you away, so let's get to it. Carrie Leigh Shriver heading east from Alma to the Republican City on the last curve, just trying to get some footage of lightning, captures this incredible anomaly. This is quite amazing, and we are going to be analyzing it as we are right now, and Brent's here. And we're going to go over a lot more footage tonight, so hang on, it's going to get quite wild. This is amazing footage just into third phase, and I gotta say, lightning storms are magnets for UFO encounters, and just at the right time as Carrie has her camera while filming these lightning storms going on in Florida. They happen all the time. There is pure evidence in front of your face. Brent, right away, what do you got to say about this video?
Blake, I'm excited. This is good. What I like about it is we see a trail. This thing comes in from left to right, and it just shoots past the camera. These guys are coming into the storm, and maybe this just harnessed the energy it needed, and it's done. It just took off, and this is a glimpse of something amazing. What are we looking at? The trails that it's leaving is leaving evidence for us to see right now. The quality is a little low, but the slow motion and the enhancements really give a lot to what we're looking at here. What is it? Cigar-shaped UFO? Something interdimensional? It's an opinion for all of us to make right here.
You're right, and you just took the words out of my mouth, Brent. That interdimensional, it comes out of nowhere, and when you see it appear into frame here, let's get to the next submission, captured by Lori Brioso, and this was taken driving to Vegas, and it's explained that it's creepy as hell. What kind of cloud formation is this, people? Tentacles, a squid-like formation, massive. Could it be a life form? Whatever it is something that is out of the archives at Third Phase of Moon right now, and we're sharing it to you, to the world. Brent, first off, HARP, CERN, what comes to your mind here?
All right, let's just get to the evidence right here. We 2 submissions just in people driving and capturing amazing images. Lori states, creepy as hell. I would be freaked out if I saw something like this. And it's stunning material what we're looking at. We're zooming in. I can't say I see any sort of Photoshop manipulation in these photos. It looks legitimate to me. And this could be possibilities of Project Bluebeam, HARP, projecting images into our weather system. What are the capabilities of the government? Well, this could be possible evidence of disclosure right here. What a great photo. Thanks, Lori.
Absolutely, the technology is there, right? And Lori may have captured the elusive holographic projection right now, and it could be designed to frighten us, creep the hell out of us. Who knows? Whatever it is, Lori captured something quite creepy. Leave your comments below on what you think she captured. Now let's get to the next submission right now. All right, this came in via Facebook, and right away I was compelled by this photograph coming in all the way from Egypt. The Sphinx. What is on top of the head? It is kind of standing out there. It almost looks like a manhole. Is there a possible chamber, an inner chamber within the Sphinx's head here? The possibilities are intriguing to say the least. We're zooming in, we're bringing in a little brightness contrast, and right away it does look unusual. It has a symmetrical circular shape to it. It's not natural. It could be restoration. Brent, what do you think?
Blake, this is a rare moment when you see the view of the Sphinx on this angle right here. Really, it would take a drone to get a shot like this. Most of the time, we're on the ground and we see it looking up. And this is kind of a first. We're getting good detail on what we're looking at on the top of the Sphinx head. And it does look metallic. It looks like a cover to something. And if it is a manhole restoration of the Sphinx, which has been done over the years, why aren't they releasing on what's inside? What's the meaning of this? I bet bottom dollar there is a hidden chamber in this structure built by ancient Egyptians, and why not tell us the truth?
Yeah, that's what it's all about. And what kind of knowledge could be within the Sphinx head here? Unknown treasures. We're not sure. What a possible place to hide, like a piggy bank, your fortune, your secrets. Well, it's quite amazing, and it's in your face, and obviously this is something we think that needs to be shared at Third Phase of Moon. So we're going to get to some more incredible submissions, so let's get to it. All right, people, here we go again. The ISS. Massive formation of lights. I count 5 of them right now. Amy Salvetti submitted this to Third Phase of Moon, and we're sharing it right now. This was captured this month, May 2016, and it's not all the time you could go and screen capture this when NASA's broadcasting, streaming live, and to go back to the recording can be difficult at times. So sometimes people film with their iPhone directly what they're seeing at the ISS feed. You see no manipulation. It is what it is. And I believe Amy captured something quite incredible over planet Earth. Brent, could you imagine? Right there, live streaming, NASA. I bet you they cut the feed shortly after this. They do it all the time.
No doubt, Blake. Amy had a fast hand. She pulled her camera out. Sometimes it's not easy to record your screen or have that capability, but man, she pulled out that camera and got something very special here. They're out there looking at ISS feed, and they capture amazing, stunning imagery of intergalactic spaceships leaving, coming, and going from Earth, in and out of existence, and always NASA will shut down the footage as soon as it comes out. But we got smoking gun evidence right here submitted by Amy. Hey, thanks.
Amy, I got a feeling you're always looking at the stream, the live ISS stream. It is quite incredible, some of the images that come in. People, have your eyes ready, have your cameras ready, and have a screen capture recording device ready when you're watching this. You never know when it's going to go down. It's streaming live, people, and it is there. The evidence is there. Now let's get to the next submission. And this is quite incredible. From Florida, take a look at this. How is the major media and the military going to explain this to us? The evidence is always being captured by you, the people, from the ground. This was captured Gulf Gate Estates, Florida, by Daryl Huff, and we're sharing it right now. Third Phase Moon, captured this month, May 2nd, 2016. We are going over evidence right here at Facebook, and there is a wealth of information getting out to the people right now. He also submits this photograph. Look at this.
Flight, this is Control. Do you still have a visual on the three objects? Flight, this is Control. Do you still have a visual on the three objects?
Wow. Also, along with the evidence right here, we're zooming in, and do you notice the strange anomaly in front of the cloud? This strange formation building up behind it. Is that some kind of UFO again?
Blake, it's a UFO. Again, Daryl Huff just submitted some tremendous footage right here. It's reminiscent of post sightings that we've had at Third Phase of Moon, and the evidence is clear. That image, what we're looking at here, it's suspicious. Whatever's going on over Florida it's unique, and we're looking at strange phenomena right now. The detail it's good, and its photo is excellent. I see somebody on the ground there. They're looking up at this thing, and it's very large. It's huge. This thing is massive.
We're seeing this more and more. The world is, from Russia to Florida to the east and west coast, all over the world. What's going on, people? And they're not explaining it to us. It's almost every other week or so we get a video like this or a photograph of these similar events, and the major media doesn't talk about it. We're talking about it right here at Third Phase of Moon.
Third Phase of Moon, Blake Cousins here, going over videos captured by NASA and UFO hunter Rick from LookNow TV is with us right now. We're going to go over his discoveries and do a general discussion about NASA and its apparent cover-ups to the UFO phenomenon. We got Rick right here. Welcome to the show, Rick.
Hey, what's up, guys? Thanks for reaching out to me, Blake.
Hey, no problem, man. You are a UFO hunter, and there's a lot of people out there doing what it takes to get the evidence. And what I like about you is you got a good eye. You got a good eye out there. And we're looking over this HD footage captured by NASA in 4K, and you notice something quite strange exiting the Earth's atmosphere. That's what it looks like to me. Rick, welcome to the show. Can you describe what's going on in this video?
Yeah, totally. I don't have the video in front of me, but I was shocked. It was like a triangle object on, I believe I uploaded that the 19th. And as you know, because you guys do this so well too on your own, you not only get third-party material, you actually look for discoveries on your own. So I was so excited to see this triangle object pulling away from what looked like the Earth's atmosphere, and it was kind of bright and shiny. And I'm like, oh my God, I got something here. So I did a quick search because that was like new NASA 4K footage. So I was kind of really excited. I said, I got to get this out. I believe I'm the first person to discover this because I'm looking like who else may have found it that day or the day before when the video was released. And much to my surprise, I was the one. So I was excited, and I put the video out, got a really good response. Actually, the Black Vault just put it up on their site.
Nice.
It's pretty cool. So I was really excited. And it's real. I see these videos. Frankly, they come out and they're just lens flare. And I do make mistakes. That's how you learn.
Sure.
In the past, I'll put something up and I'll be like, oh my God, that was probably just a lens flare. So I do this so much. Like you said, I got an eye, and I appreciate that. It's fun for me, and it's all started as a hobby, but that object is really there. And I basically rule out lens flare or anything else. It looks like a real solid structure that's there for the precious few seconds, and it just cuts off. And that it is what it is, and the evidence is actually there. I don't know if you can run the video anytime and do what you want with it. I think it's incredible.
Yeah,
really, I'm really excited about it still.
That's right. It's great. You did this discovery. You had a good eye. That's what we do. When NASA puts out something, we're subscribed to NASA, and we look over it with a fine-tooth comb, and you notice this small little triangular-shaped object, and you zoomed in, you enhanced it, you did what it takes to, analyze what's going on, and, we're all kind of stunned in what you captured over there. Well, what NASA captured, maybe they didn't want us to see this. There's a lot of evidence that they like to cut the feed. How long did this video last?
The actual video was a precious few seconds that you see in the actual video, and I was just like, wow, it's so quick. I pulled it in. The video was, I forget the actual NASA video was a montage
Yes.
of their 4K footage, and it was a precious few little seconds we have there. It's definitely something. And yeah, NASA, it's crazy because you see really like intelligent people going over stuff, and you see these people in these big time UFO documentaries and reporters, and they're actually like, hey, they're believing like something is going on where NASA's actually hiding stuff. It's just hard to believe, like, for the average person, they don't walk around, they're kind of oblivious to all this stuff. But if you look and you really look and you see something like this and you discover something like this, I mean, what else is it? There's a lot of space debris out there. I try to look at everything and I try to be very analytical. I use critical thinking, and I'm straight up. Like, if I think something's not right, I'll say it. But this is there, and what is amazing about, I call you guys like you and me and a couple of others, we're at the forefront of something incredible here, where no distribution company, nothing. You have just you in your house or wherever. You're producing this amazing content. You're putting it out to the world, something you love to do, and it becomes, for me, it's like art. So I look at it like a lot of people actually say, hey, you found something and you edited it together so well and this and that. For me, because I'm also a filmmaker, I put my art touch on it, and I believe it's more engaging that way. And I like to take stuff I'm really interested in because it's like a hobby to me. Some people say, hey, you're a ufologist, you're amazing, you're a ufologist. Great comments, nice. I'm like, hey, I'm not a ufologist. I mean, seemingly be one now, but I kind of just took my art, what I love to do, and practice my editing skill. It's like an audition to keep getting better and better and just enhance everything. And here we are now. I believe it's a new genre. I put out a video like probably last year saying it was called Vintage NASA Clips or something like this. And I say on it, like, anyone can do this if they have editing talent and ability, and they have the passion and drive. And you can incorporate your art into this, and it's like a whole new genre. For me, it's art. I'm not just talking about guys that just upload a UFO video and show it, hey, you know? I'm talking about guys like you've done. You made some documentaries. You guys are filmmakers too. I saw Hangar 52, which I thought was awesome. Obviously, it was probably on a shoestring budget, and you guys put it up on YouTube. I mean, that takes balls, straight up. And then the average person doesn't understand this. You have to have a crew. You have to have cameramen, DP. That takes tons of money. You guys did it for free for people, which is great on your own YouTube channel. And then, you know, I appreciate that because I do the same thing. And some people try to pigeonhole you. I know I'm kind of going all over here like in a big circle, but this all kind of ties into the whole ufology thing in the NASA video we're talking about.
Yeah.
I believe that it's a new genre of filmmaking if you do it the right way, and it's something so different. I'm just honored. It's a privilege to be doing this because I love doing it, and I think that guys like you and a few other people like myself, it's like filmmaking, art, and all that wrapped into one. And it's just amazing for me. I'm just having a great time. And if it wasn't fun, I wouldn't be doing it. I'd just stop tomorrow and focus on my other projects, you know?
Yeah, the collaboration between the world and the technology right now is quite amazing. And it happens at the speed of light. You see something on NASA, we get to report on it. We're not waiting for CNN. We're not waiting for the major media because they don't want to touch this stuff. You know, they want to laugh every time something suggested about UFOs. The major media, the officials, there's always tongue-in-cheek laughing going on, and this isn't a jokey matter. We're looking for answers. We're looking for the answers to all of our questions. Are we alone? And of course, we're not alone, but we need more evidence, and it's quite amazing that this collaboration is happening right now. I think billions of people have watched all of our videos, yours included, around the world, and people are more and more excited about this phenomenon. I'm sure you get a lot of people reaching out to you, sharing their videos and their experiences. And I've heard that you've had an experience yourself with a triangular-shaped craft such as this, a TR-3B. Where was this?
Yeah, I did. This is insane. When I started my channel, see, I'm a straight-up guy. I tell it like it is, and it's such a, like, I have no burden, of running around playing games with people. I'm just a real dude. So what I wanted to do is produce a documentary on this, but I have to find the witness that was with me. I'm also a SAG-AFTRA actor. So long story short, I'm on a movie set. I took some, because as an actor, you just try to get in where you can. I was doing some minor stunt work on a major Russell Crowe film. We're out in planting fields in Long Island, New York, which is basically a forest. And this is, by the way, before Russell Crowe had his UFO sighting. And this sighting was just insane because I talked to some other actors and I'm talking about UFOs. They're like, yeah, Ricky, UFO. Everyone's laughing at me. Back then, this channel wasn't even what it is today. It was just messing around type stuff. But automatically, people won't believe you if you're into UFOs to begin with, and you believe, and you're looking around and you're like some crazy man with a camera all the time. So I'm in full costume, We're outside, a couple of stuntmen. I actually worked with Don Fry. I don't know if you're familiar with the UFC. He was doing some stunt work on this. But I'm with a couple of actors. We're hanging out in a chair. We're in full costume, so I can't have my camera. That's back in my bag and stuff like that. Yes. So I'm always looking up. We're down. We have some downtime. And the set lights are in the middle of the forest because they built like the Ark and they added CGI. That's a whole nother story. But you see the set lights are in the middle of this forest, so they're hitting the sky. So what you see is the lights, you can easily see them hitting the sky. So anything in that area is going to get lit up when it gets close to the set in the middle of this forest. So I'm looking up like I always do. This went on. I worked on this movie for over a month and a half. So I'm looking on. It's cold October night, probably around October 12th, early October. I don't remember exact date. I'm looking up. And I swear, I got stunned. I saw this incredible. I actually sketched it out. It was a black triangle with a jagged like comb. You know how a black comb looks? And it was a jagged edge, like a razor in the back of it. It was so fast. Oh my God, look up. One guy who I literally met that day, who was put on that project, totally nothing to do with UFOs, thought I was a madman if he heard through the people I was talking to about UFOs. I said, did you see that? Because it was so quick, literally seconds. It went over the trees towards the set. It was black, and it kind of looked like metallic when the light was hitting it. This was in 2012, so you tend to forget things, but I reminded myself by sketching it out, and I go over that a lot. I think about it. So this man that day had saw it with me, but back then my channel wasn't what it is today, so I never thought I'd be producing documentaries or little short things and, having an audience like I do now. So now I'm going to try to track him down through an old casting list. I talked to one other actor who remembers that day.
Good.
So I was so excited. There's another detail I left out. There's a generator which kept all the actors in a tent. There's a tent. The generators were gas, not electric, but the generator went out like 10 minutes later after we saw this thing fly over. One of the PAs, I forget her name, couldn't believe it. You're so lucky you saw a UFO. She literally separated us and questioned the other guy. You're not lying just to promote yourself and give yourself publicity. I'm like, no, this really happened. Go talk to the other guy. Just met him. So this is a true story. This is what happened. Now, I'm not saying, it's romantic to say, hey, this was alien. I'm not saying that. It was a black UFO. It was completely silent. I suspect that it's ours. You never know. I don't rule out anything because I do believe there's a vast sea out there of undiscovered planets and life. I don't know what it was. I have no answers, man. I can only speculate. And it was amazing. I literally talk about this a lot to people. They think I'm totally insane.
Phase of Moon.
Third Phase Moon, Blake Cousins, welcome back, world. We have a discovery submitted by Maxim Trebo via our Facebook, and we're going to get to it right now. Let's get exploring planet Earth. We're going to be going to Asia, and this is between Kathmandu and Mongolia. And what are we going to look at? It is quite surprising. Let's stop it right there. Okay, right off the bat, it almost looks like Stonehenge from this aerial view. Let's get in a closer look, and right now I'm baffled. I can't explain what this is all about. It doesn't make much sense. Look at the three airliners within the circular formation of rocks, of buildings. I'm not exactly sure what I'm looking at. Let's go back in time and see what's the history behind this. Okay, we have these three strange looking airplanes, if you ask me. I don't see any runways. I see no rhyme or reason about what's going on here. It doesn't make any sense to me. We're going back to 2012. We still see the three aircraft here. What is this circular formation surrounding these aircraft? There's a shadow here. I noticed some kind of tower. Some antenna of some sort. Look at that. Look how long the shadow extends during the evening sunset. This is quite a strange anomaly here. Is this some kind of radio tower transmitting this location? It doesn't make much sense. Again, let's go back in time, 2007. All right, the three craft are still there, and let's pull it back, 2005. All right, now this is weird. We have now 4 aircraft within the circle of this weird location. I can't explain. What are we looking at? Can you tell me, people? Is there any kind of explanation? Does the Chinese government know what's going on here? Is there a reason why it's out in the middle of the desert? Okay, now we're pulling back, and this caught my interest right here. And this, I have to say, does not make much sense again to me. Look at this thing. This strange land formation. Is it natural? No way. What's the reason? You tell me. Or maybe the Chinese government needs to explain this. See, you have this anomaly, you have this square formation, and then it's next to this. Again, what is this place? Can you tell me what this is? Okay, I'm gonna start to speculate. Again, it almost looks like Stonehenge. All right, I'm no aviation expert here, but I gotta say, these aircraft look very strange to me. These tilted inward wings. Is this some kind of military jet design? Does anybody know what kind of jets these are? If you could help me do some research on this, people, I sure would appreciate it. Again, if you have any idea, if you're in China, if you're in this area, have you worked at this base or whatever this place is? Please let me know, because it does seem very strange. Again, why do they want to put the airplanes there? I see, again, no tracks, no runways leading into this area. How did the airplanes land here? Or were they set down here? That's a big question. Is this a possible dumping ground, would you say, for missing airliners? What is this? Okay, these look like military trucks. This looks like a fuel truck, a flatbed, and again, let's see, let's follow this road and see where this takes us to. All right, there's a tower. And these are some really, really bad roads here. Again, you know, I can't explain this, and I gotta thank Maxim Trebo for sharing this. He has his eye on Google Maps, and you know, it's just very unexplainable what we're looking at here. Again, what is this square anomaly? It's not natural. Is there a reason? What are these patterns? What do they represent? Okay, there's some kind of base here to the right here. There it is. Some kind of landing strip, possibly. An airport that has yet to be constructed. Let's move along here. You know, there are no coordinates given or locations given by Google in regards to this exact location. Is this the Area 51 for China? I see no aircraft on the runway here. Let's see, we got some kind of building. Is this an airport? It's definitely not open to the public. You got a helicopter pad here. It's a strange thing what's going on over here in Asia. All right, let's move along to our next submission. All right, let's go to the other side of the planet, the United States of America. Let's go to Edwards Air Force Base, and something unusual is next to the base over here, and it is something that I can't quite make out. If anybody could help me, has anybody visited this place? Man, it is quite strange. It does look like a compass. Now let's pull it around. See, here we go. This is quite large. I would have to say it's almost a half a mile long. All right, the more I'm thinking about this, I want to get a closer look. Let's get a close-up look in the center and move along these roads. And why was this built? I have no idea, but you see the incredible detail. And that's what I love about Google Earth. And again, there's been a lot of money put into this. Do pilots need this to navigate as they're arriving at the Air Force Base? Or is this some kind of other signal for aliens above? Is this some kind of map? Why would you need this? Okay, let's check out the dates. Let's go to 2015. Wow, that's very clear. This is the most recent photograph that Google Image has right now. Let's go back down to the trenches here, as I call them now. It almost looks like it's a trench underneath the ground. Let's pull it back. It seems like they cleaned things up over here. From 2012, look at this. Now 2015. And you notice that it's definitely been cleaned up. Let's go back. Let's go back to now it's getting kind of messy here. Let's go all the way back to 2015. Wow, it just doesn't make sense why they would put this next to an Air Force base. Is there a reason? Again, I'm not an expert in aviation. I'm not a pilot. Is there a reason why anybody would want to put a compass next to Edwards Air Force Base? I know there's a lot of activity going on around here, not really open to the public. And if anybody could tell me why this compass is here, I sure would appreciate it. Because as far as I'm concerned, this is quite baffling. I love the image from 2015 because it really points out the detail here. Let's pull it back. Let's pull it back. See if there's anything strange going on around here. I don't think this is an anomaly. This isn't no glitch in the system by Google Earth. I got a feeling, as you see, this is there. And what's really weird about it is it almost doesn't look real. But then when you go back in time, you can see basically the sand dunes are laying over this trench of some sort. I wonder what the width of this is and how deep it is. I'd have to say you could at least drive a car through this lane.
Transmission completed.
A lot of work to be done here, and for what reason, I have no idea. I got a feeling this is something that possibly has to do with extraterrestrial. There must be a reason. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. You have this strange blue glowing mist. Whatever that is, I'm not sure. But I gotta say, this is a mystery, and we need to get it solved. That's what Third Phase of Moon's all about. We're reaching out to you for information. This comes in, we roll with it, we're sharing it to the world right now. We got to thank Maxim Trebo again for sharing these incredible coordinates. We will be supplying them down below in the description. And people, have your eyes on Google Earth, because you never know what you're going to find. Cousins here, Third Phase Moon. Welcome back, world. We have a special guest today, a man who wants to remain anonymous, but we're going to call him La Rook. And he claims that he's captured the Men in Black on video, and they've been following him around for years. We're going to go over this right now. Incredible video, evidence, strange to say the least. La Rook, welcome to the show.
Hey, thanks, Blake. Thanks for having me.
All right, you reached out to us on Facebook yesterday, and once I saw the photographs, you sent me a still in the beginning. You said you had some video. These guys do look like the Men in Black. They look a little creepy, if you ask me. Tell me the circumstance, the preface behind this video.
Well, the reason why I was able to catch them on video this time, I think, is because I was finally with a witness, a friend. Usually, when they would come to me, I would be in such fear, Blake, that I would be almost frozen. I wouldn't really be able to actually move or even reach for my cell phone.
Really?
So I think, by mistake, they came up on me when I was with a friend, a witness.
So this isn't the first time. When was the first time you were visited by the MIB, the Men in Black?
First time, Blake, was that I can remember was in 1975, and that was at my home. And I've seen them whenever I move to a different place for more than 3 months at a time. They seem to find me and make sure I see them, make eye contact with me. It seems as though they're letting me know they know where I'm at.
Wow.
And I think it's because I've been abducted since I was a child too, since I was 3.
Okay, this makes sense. This is probably why they're following you around, obviously.
I believe so, Blake. But it's been frightening to me, and finally I was able to get proof. Up until now,
Nice.
People just thought I was a little bit nuts.
Yeah.
So
Well,
I'm glad I got the video.
You got the video, and we're looking at it. We're zooming in. We're slowing things down, seeing if there's anything peculiar about these guys. They seem a little odd. They seem very odd.
They kind of move in unison.
Yes.
Yeah, very strange. They seem to almost communicate without moving their mouths.
It almost seems that way. It seems like they are aware that you are filming them almost, and you said, how were you? You said you were doing this inconspicuously. You were kind of holding the iPhone not up to your eyes. You're just holding it down at your waist level. Is this why the camera's a little shaky?
And at the same time, I was talking to my friend, trying to call her attention to them because she's never heard of this before. I had never even talked to her about this before. And then after, as a matter of fact, when I tried to send her the video to her phone fried. She wasn't able to keep any of the pictures.
That's
for vacation.
That's strange. I gotta say, this is like, you just paparazzi the Men in Black. You got them. It's very rare that you.
I think I did. I'm really happy that I did because you know what? It gives me validation.
And it is validating. Are these the same guys? Are these the exact same guys that visited you in 1975, or are they two different?
It's a good question. It's hard to tell. It's hard to tell because they were also similar to me, and I was in such. Honest to God, Blake, when my eyes connect with theirs, such fear runs through my body. It's almost like it's not a real. It's not real. It's almost like they put that fear in me somehow.
Yeah,
it freezes my body almost.
It's weird.
The fear.
So do you think they have something on them that produces this energy around them? Some maybe impulse that frightens you?
I don't know. Maybe it's just me, but it is frightening. They've only spoken to me in words one time, and that was when. And it always seems to be in a crowded room or a big crowd, like New York City, 1989. One of them walked up to me, and it looked as though he might have been getting ready to speak to me, but I couldn't tell you because his mouth was close to my ear. And the only thing that I heard was, "Don't take yourself so seriously. They won't believe you anyway."
Wow.
That's the only thing they've ever said.
Oh, man, that's so weird. I'm looking at the fashion, whatever these guys are wearing. It doesn't seem like they're wearing anything that's, in the 20th century. It almost looks like it's out of the 50s or the 40s kind of attire that they're wearing.
And the fact that it's in New Orleans, I had a house down there. The fact that it's down there, people said, well, people dress up in Mardi Gras. As you can see, it wasn't Mardi Gras. It was just an everyday kind of day. It's been a frightening ordeal. Like, I thank God that I have validation, and I'm glad that I have a witness. So
absolutely,
it makes me feel so much better.
So this eyewitness that was with you at the time, how are you guys related?
Actually, she's just a good friend. We're not related at all. Just a very good friend, a client of mine that came to visit me in New Orleans. I was only there for a few months. She came to see me and check out how I was making out on my new place. Nice.
So basically, she's aware of your encounters with MIB, and it sounds like some of your friends thought you were kind of, nuts, even bringing this up. Now you got the proof. What was she thinking? She said she was trying to get some videos and pictures, and what happened to the phone?
Well, I tried to send her the video clip that you have. I tried to send it to her, and she was standing right behind me. She witnessed this whole thing. So when I sent it to her, her phone wasn't able to pick up the video, and in the same time, all the photographs that she took during the vacation were taken away too. It was just blank.
That's weird. We got the video. I downloaded it successfully, so it's going to be shared to the world. And I got to fill in hundreds of thousands of people are going to see this, and it's going to be making the circles around the world. So this is quite exciting because the only time I've actually seen Men in Black was on a photograph, a surveillance camera, as these guys were approaching, walking in some kind of lobby.
In the front door of that hotel, right?
Yes, yeah, exactly. Now you got video.
Yes, I know exactly, because I was looking for some footage myself. You know what, Blake? People have to realize this stuff is for real. This stuff is happening to people. You shouldn't laugh when people tell you this stuff's happening. I mean, this affects people in a real, true way.
Well, I'd imagine.
Their
Look
lives.
at these guys. It would kind of creep me out, no doubt about it. These two guys, they're very pale too. They have this weird pale skin on them, and they, like you say, they move around. They almost seem robotic.
A little bit, right? Yeah. Yeah. But you know what? Doing this has made me less fearful, so I appreciate your help.
Well, the power of the camera. You know, it is a free society that we live in right now in the United States, and it's basically everybody has their cameras going, and that's what's amazing. It is so powerful.
You're doing a great job, and you know what you're doing is important. I appreciate it.
Well, thank you, LaRouque. You know, we have our Facebook open to the public, and people can make submissions all the time. But when I got yours, immediately, you know, some people just laugh it off, and I'm like, no, look, we gotta look at this guy's story, hear what he's got to say, and you know, the video proof in itself is very, very compelling. You didn't set this up. This is what you saw and what you captured is the real deal. We've never spoken before, and now we're getting the word out right now.
I appreciate it, Blake. I do. I really do. You're a good guy.
All right,
thanks for your time.
Thank you. So, one last question. This alien, you've been abducted, and at the age of 3, do you have any memory of what happened? Where were you when this happened?
I do, and most of the time, and I actually even recognized somebody that was abducted along with me, and we're friends to this day.
Really?
I met him only 4 years ago, and we found out that we've been abducted together several times since I was 15.
Hey, this Friday, tomorrow, we're having a radio show. I'd sure like to have you and your friend on and discuss that.
Well, that sounds cool. As a matter of fact, you know what? Blake, he was next door neighbors to Betty and Barney Hill when he grew up.
Wow. Okay. Well,
yeah.
This is going to be fun.
To get into it. So,
fun.
That would be fun, Blake. I'd love to do that.
Let's do it. It's going to be 12 a.m. Eastern, 9 p.m. Pacific time. We're going to put the links below and the phone number. And you know what? If you could get your friend on tomorrow, LaRouque, and we could do this on live radio, that would be awesome.
Yeah, I'll call.
Okay, do that. LaRouque, man, appreciate you sharing your video evidence. I look forward to the radio show tomorrow. And man, have your camera ready, because I got a feeling these guys will be back after this video gets up, right?
They haven't stopped. Okay, thanks, buddy.
All right, LaRouque, you have a good one. Wow, that's amazing. That is incredible. And right now, Third Phase of Moon is sharing this to the world right now. Keep your eyes on the skies, everybody. We're not alone. Blake Cousins. We'll see you again next time.